before we get into the introductions, I just want to give a quick content warning on this episode. There is talks of car accidents and mature content. Anyways, hello, I'm Maddie.
I'm Karina.
I don't know why I did the little, anyways, this is Everything But the Fairy Tale Sink. Today's episode is the Colorado urban legend of Riverdale Road, which, by the way, has absolutely nothing to do with the CW TV show Riverdale or any of the comics.
Which, by the way, we might, if Riverdale ever comes up, we will roast it. We are not Riverdale fans.
No, we're not.
All right, how have you been, Maddie?
I've been pretty good. I started a puzzle. My laptop is stacked on top of it right now on a couple of books in the puzzle box, so that's been pretty fun. And I participated in the binge watching party that was Julie and the Phantoms last night.
I did too. That was so much fun. For those of you wondering, we're recording this January 30th, so still hasn't been redeemed for season 2 yet.
Okay, but did you see it's trending on Twitter?
Yes, thank God.
Other than that, I haven't done anything else. It's just been watching TV, doing homework, editing episodes, and doing a puzzle.
So in case you can't tell, hopefully Maddie will be able to edit most of these out, but if I'm doing awkward sniffling, basically I was going real good and then got hit with a sinus infection. So I spent most of the week in bed, which, there are worse things in the world, but if I do any awkward sniffling, I am so sorry in advance.
Shall we get into the episode?
We shall.
Sweet. Okay, so Riverdale Road is literally the most haunted road in Colorado. Just to preface it, it is located in Thornton, Colorado, which is about, I had to Google Maps this because I don't know Colorado. It is about 20 minutes from Denver, and it is an 11-mile stretch of road. It's in a very rural area. So
this episode's really going to play into my irrational fear of dark, creepy roads at night, I have a feeling.
Oh, yep, absolutely it will.
Woo!
Okay, it will definitely play into that.
Sweet.
Let's go. Okay, so this episode has so many different parts to it, so I'm just going to break it up part by part. And the first part we will be covering is the Gate to Hell. Real cheery. So there was a mansion a long time ago that was built near Riverdale Road. I don't know what year because I couldn't really find it. And it was built by a man whose wife left him. And I'm pretty sure she left him for another man. It was very unclear, but this man, in revenge, burned his mansion down with his entire family inside it. Because that's obviously what you do when your wife leaves you.
I don't even have a comment on that. I was about to say this was a weird reverse Sarah Winchester thing. And then you hit me with that, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, no. Anyways, so there's a woman in white who wanders the area. And
in white.
Oh, there's multiple women in white on this road.
Oh, good.
Anyways, so she is assumed to be his wife, but there's no certainty on that. And she searches for her deceased family and her children. So the whole Gate to Hell part of it is there was a big ornate gate that led to the mansion. And so that gate is now considered the Gate to Hell because all these terrible things happen there. So super cheery.
Yeah, extremely.
Okay, so the second thing that I will be talking about is a jogger. And this is a specific stretch of Riverdale Road that's known as Joggers Hill. And this jogger was jogging one night, which don't jog at night. And if you do jog at night, wear one of those reflective shiny vest things. Anyways, car was speeding by, hit the jogger because, I mean, I feel bad, but he was jogging at night. Anyways, so the car hit the jogger, left the jogger to die alone. And so now if you stop at the top of this hill and leave your headlights on, you'll hear footsteps approaching your car. And so it'll be slow footsteps and then faster, till it's running. And then once it stops near your car, you'll hear someone like banging on your windows or the hood of your car, or you look so upset.
Here's the thing. First of all, my thought is that's kind of surprising. It's the first time I've heard of like a jogger ghost because unfortunately, hit and runs happen a lot.
Yeah.
But second of all, I hate it.
Yeah, and it's like only a specific thing. So if you just keep driving down the road, he won't come up to you. But if you stop at the top of the hill and leave your headlights on, that's when he'll get you because he thinks you're the car that hit him. So he wants his revenge. Moral of this little story is you don't hit joggers, don't speed.
Also, don't stop at the top of hills, apparently. And if you do, turn your headlights off.
Anyways, the next thing we will be covering is the various ghosts and demons that are on this road, because as if a gate to hell in a jogger that hits your car was not enough.
I think there's one necessary. Hey there, demons. It's me, ya boy.
We're here. So we're here for the cult stuff. We saw the ad on Craigslist. And speaking of cult stuff, there is a lot of reported satanic activity on this road. Of course. There are old chicken coops and buildings around that always have fresh graffiti, no matter how many times it gets erased. There are headless animals that are found around those areas. Yes.
Okay, keep going.
And as if one angry car ghost wasn't enough, we have two more angry. Actually, wait, hold on. Three more angry car ghosts.
My facial expressions are definitely making this more fun for you, I'm sure.
Yeah. The sad thing is no one can see them except for me. Anyways, so first of the various other angry ghosts is a little boy. So this little boy.
No child ghost.
So this little boy was waiting for his school bus to arrive, and another speeding car came by and hit the boy. Okay, so I would like to specify that there's a lot of speeding cars because this road is very straight. It's just a straight, long stretch of road in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Henceforth, people think they need to speed. So this little boy roams the street at night, just kind of walking along. And if you stop, bloody handprint on your window, whole fun story there. So if you're driving down this road and you see a little boy approaching you, you don't stop. Just keep going. But the handprints are always gone by morning, so I guess that's a bonus.
Well, I'm glad they self-clean.
Yeah. Yep. Another thing is there was a Phantom Camaro that crashed in the 70s. And this car likes to pull up beside you if you're driving and challenge you to a speed race. You know, I don't race my car, no. I just drive like a normal human being. But, when cars go zoom down.
Yeah.
Yep.
What happens if you deny?
See, that was never specified, but I'm pretty sure if you challenge it a little bit, it'll be fine. If you honestly, it never really specified. It was just a little blurb, but my assumption is if you deny it, it just disappears.
I mean, at least that one doesn't sound harmful. Honestly, that sounds kind of more like a fun little Scooby-Doo segment.
Yeah, sure.
Better than the kid.
That's true. And our final angry ghost is a lady in white. So this is not the same lady in white that was associated with the gate to hell. This is the classic lady in white where you look in your rearview mirror and there's a lady sitting in your back seat.
This is literally playing into all of my fears.
Yeah, I know. I was researching this. I'm like, hate it, hate that, hate that too. This is just, the cherry on top of the worst cake in the world,
Yeah.
So, just your classic lady in white. You're driving along, you look in your rearview mirror, and boom, a woman.
No.
Yep. There is no specification as to why she appears, unlike the other ghosts, but she's a lady in white. You don't.
So she's not one that I know there's always the legend of the lady in white that shows up and kills you, and then there's the lady in white where you can't look back at her. She just sits there.
She just sits there she just appears in the rearview mirror. It didn't sound like she did anything. She just kind of sits in your car.
At least, like, everything you've brought up this time, they don't actually do anything. They just spook the crap out of you.
So they technically do something. You know, they scare you.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't have a heart attack.
And if you do, you just become the next ghost.
Oh, good.
And our final little fun part of this road are shapeshifters. Yep.
Yeah,
Shapeshifters.
actually.
At this point, I could tell you that there's like a giant blob monster that roams the street, and you probably wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. But so these shapeshifters are connected to the land that the road was built on, but they're not skinwalkers or wendigos, which I will be covering in later episodes. They're just shapeshifters. And they were like always in the area even before the road was built, so they just kind of roam around the road because it goes through their land. And they won't harm you, they just scare you, and they just shift from animal to human and back again, and you know, they just mind their own business, but they are in the area.
That's interesting. Little teaser that kind of actually relates to something coming up in next week's episode.
Anyway, so this was a short but not sweet episode.
It's short but terrifying.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think? What are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts.
Well, the viewers are probably far more aware of my ghost fears.
I mean, I feel like your ghost fears are pretty typical ghost fears, you know?
Yeah. No. Ghost kids, back of the car. I think that, like, the knocking on the window is more so to do with, like, the fear of people coming up to you in the middle of the night.
Or just a fear of people in general. People are gross right now. Stay away from them.
You know, one good thing about social distancing is you don't have to associate with others.
Exactly. So I am glad that I played into every single stereotypical scary trope and also terrified you.
Yeah, I am not going on that road ever. I mean, I will probably have to at some point if I ever go to Denver or anything.
I don't think you have to. I think it's more of like a.
Is it more of like a side road?
I'm gonna look this up.
We're going to use the power of Google Maps.
Yep, exactly. See, it looks like it connects Thornton to Brighton. There we go. Look at that. See, it's a pretty straight stretch of road, and it just kind of exists. But yeah, I think it's more of like are you a brave soul? Do you want to challenge yourself in literally every single fear you have?
Then go on this road. I'm also going to say something bold here. Colorado is a strange place.
All right. So, what is your wish for the viewer?
Oh gosh, I was supposed to think of that.
Yeah, you were.
You go first.
Wow, this is like a reverse. I think it was Vampires Part 1 where I didn't have one.
Yep.
And you scolded me. So I guess this is only fair. My wish is that whenever you go to take a shower, you don't run out of hot water. No matter how long your shower is, you just have hot water constantly.
That sounds very nice. My wish is that if you go thrift shopping, you go on a day where there's a sale. Or regular shopping. Just when you go shopping, there's a sale.
And there's not a lot of people around.
True.
What is next week's episode? Because we were kind of hinting at it earlier.
All right, so the next 2 weeks are going to end up being another two-parter. And we are going to dive into werewolf lore this time. And we're going to have a special guest who we will introduce to you next week.
Yeah. All right. So, excuse me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Sorry, it was a little bit on the shorter end, but I am covering because Karina had 2 very long episodes in a week.
I think we should end.
Yeah. Anyways, also, please go give us a little follow on Instagram and a like and subscribe on this video.
We will plug the Instagram down in the comments so you can get all our updates down there. Not in the comments, in the description box.
The description box.
Big brain.
Anyways, bye.
Bye.